Good morning from the Paris house. Here's Wyeth. I just thought I'd take you along for my walk with Wyeth this morning. We're about to go out the kitchen side door. And the reason I'm bringing you with me is because I think we're going to have a really leaf stripping storm tonight. And I just wanted to catch some of the foliage before we left. But it occurred to me that I have this beautiful thing in the front entryway here. The light isn't very good, so it's kind of hard to see. This is a hooked Just Breathe little mat that I have in the entryway to the kitchen. You can see here's the front door, or well, it's the kitchen door. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this. I treasure this thing. This I hooked a couple of years ago when I was having a particularly rough time. And I want to tell you that this pattern is available from Ellen Marshall at Two Cats and Dog Hooking on Etsy. And quite a few of us in the Tuesday group hooked this project because I think a lot of us can really relate to needing a project like this. So anyway, I just wanted to give that a little show and tell, even though the light in the entryway here isn't very good. So we're going to go outside. Wyeth is excited. We're getting a little bit of a late start this morning. Here are my pumpkins on the step. I haven't put them on the front step just yet, but I wanted to show you the foliage. This is my ash tree. It's bright yellow. It's one of the few ash trees I have left that's still really leafing out the way it's supposed to. We have a problem here in western Maine, and I guess in really all of New England, with the ash trees unfortunately dying. And it's not all emerald ash borer. There are other things that are causing the trees to perish. But anyway, I know I've walked you through the village before in snowstorms and everything else. But today we're actually going to go, instead of going up toward the village, we're going to go north, because there are just some really spectacular trees. There's my wreath on the front of the Paris house. I'm probably going to have to take that down tonight because this storm is supposed to be pretty intense. But I wanted to show you some of the maples that we have. You can see that really, really flaming orange one just in the distance. And we'll go up there. Wyeth loves his morning walks. He's like really excited. This is this is our morning thing that we do. Hi Claire. Hi Heather. This one here is just a gorgeous, gorgeous. It is like a flaming yellow. It's really hard to see it. It's really hard to see it. I'm surprised you don't have any foliage yet in Pittsburgh, Claire. It's you know, in a way though, I'm a little jealous because I think ours is going to be gone tomorrow and it's only halfway through October. So anyway, we'll come up here a little bit. Wyeth is sniffing something. So here you can really start to see this phenomenal view that we have. We are so fortunate to have right next to the Paris house. There are the mountains. They are absolutely ablaze. I mean, it is just spectacular. And the mountains in the background, the very, very far distance, you're starting to see into the White Mountains of Maine and New Hampshire. Pretty soon, there's going to be snow on the peaks of those mountains. I would say in the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised. So we just have all kinds of color on this walk. Every morning I find it really inspiring. This thing is bright orange. Just another phenomenal view of the mountains right here. All of this. Pretty soon there's going to be bittersweet all along these rocks. which I like to haul into the house a little bit. And then we also have these other red berries. I don't know what they are. You guys may know what they are. Not bittersweet, something else. But then over here, this is old brick. This is that picture I took the other day because this tree is just unbelievably spectacular. Yeah. Oh, hi, Dale. Yeah, I guess this storm is going to be pretty much all up the East Coast into the Maritimes and into, you know, more Massachusetts and southern New England and even out into upstate New York. I hope not everybody gets it as bad as we do, because I'm just really sad that a lot of these trees are probably going to be bare when I wake up tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm actually headed up your way. I'm coming to Fredericton to see my son, who's doing a one-year program at UMB for his teaching certificate, his Canadian teaching certificate. And then I'm going to Nova Scotia. I was hoping to see some foliage up there. Hopefully it doesn't get stripped up there too. Here's some bittersweet over here. And I know it's the bane of many people's existence. Like, I know that it's invasive and terrible, but I do kind of love it. Oh, Wyeth's got there we go. So as we walk a little further up the road, you can just see how absolutely glorious it is. We have hookers who come to Tuesday group. I can see Sandy's watching, and she was talking about this yesterday. We have hookers who come from other parts of the state to Tuesday group, and lately, you know, Sandy did this yesterday, and they've been coming in and saying that the drive is just spectacular, because to get here, you know, you're driving through a lot of rural areas and over mountains, and you know, some of them have really wonderful vistas, and it's just pretty phenomenal. So this is my world today. I think it's gonna be somewhat less colorful tomorrow. Here's another maple that's pretty much a spectacle. I just love the gradation of color in these leaves. I'm going to try to find one that's a little closer to the ground, but I can just imagine like getting into the dye pots and doing some dip dyes or doing some microwave dyes that capture this gradation of color that you see on some of these leaves. I mean, it's just a complete inspiration. Still looking for one that's a little bit closer that I can show you. You can see also our stone walls here are just phenomenal. And like I said in a picture post I put up, I look at these stone walls and I just think to myself, wow, you know, the amount of industriousness and labor and love and devotion that went into creating these stone walls is still evident, even though, you know, you can see that these stone walls are somewhat broken down from what they would have looked like back in the day when these were working pastures. Wyeth's whining. He says, come on, Mom. He's like, come on, I want to walk. Come on. Anyway, still looking for a leaf. Here's another spectacular maple over here. I don't know what Wyeth's sniffing back there. Could be anything. People do, as beautiful as this area is, people are litterers. So they throw trash out along this roadway, and Wyeth thinks it's his job to clean it up by eating it. So I often have to keep an eye on him. Like there's a Dunkin' box, and he's going to want to eat that. Okay, I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer, but there's another tree coming up on our left that is just unbelievably spectacular, and I'm going to show you that. And you can kind of see some of the leaves falling. Here comes a logging truck. So, for those of you who don't live in logging areas, this is a logging truck coming up. Hi, Robin. So I'm going to stop right here and let him pass. And that is a common Maine site. I know there used to be a show on cable about Maine loggers. I don't really know how dramatized or not that was. I never really watched it, but it seems to be something that a lot of people are interested in. And of course, I was just reading this morning that the Penobscot Nation guide who took Henry David Thoreau through the North Woods in the 1850s actually died in a logging accident. So this tree here is the one I saw from the distance. It's absolutely spectacular. I don't think you can see it, but there's a huge paper wasp nest hanging right out of it. But it is just, it is just so beautiful. I mean, look at these leaves. If anybody ever doubted prior to this live that fall was my absolute favorite season, hi Wyeth, I guess you don't doubt it now. So anyway, yeah, I mean, these leaves are really a good example. You can see, like, this leaf goes from yellow to orange to red. I mean, these are just inspiration all over the ground. Just fantastic. It makes me want to get the dye pots out today, but there's no time for that. Anyway, that's our little walk with Wyeth. I'm going to turn around now. Now we're kind of into the sun, but you can see just how beautiful, just how totally gorgeous it is today. Anyway, that's it. Here comes another truck. Have a great day, and I hope you're seeing some foliage in your area. Feel free to post pictures of your own foliage and how beautiful it is. Have a great day. Bye.